Hello, I'm Amisile Pamela Ngubane, and this is the Entity Dynamics podcast. Entity Dynamics is a culture development consultancy where we believe that culture creates behavior and behavior creates reality. So the title of this video is A Culture of Disengaging from Drama, a note on the Epstein Files. So as we know, there's been this huge dump of information about the goings on of that Epstein dude and his people and his cohorts, many of whom are political and economic and social leaders, elites, people with a whole lot of money and a whole lot of influence in this world. Now, I made a post recently, like a written post, where I was talking about how we need to declare that we are not involved and we don't participate and that we don't recognize these people as our leaders, moral, spiritual, cultural, economic, social leaders, okay? Because what is being done is something called the revelation of the method. And the revelation of the method is when these elites, what they will do is they will provide us information, basically telling us what they're doing or what they're going to do. And in so doing, cause us energetically to either participate or agree to what they are doing, okay, or what they are saying that they're going to do. And the way that they do this is by revealing this information in such a way that it's not about them holding themselves accountable. Yes, this information is coming out now because of these women who filed lawsuit after lawsuit, wrote books, spoke out about what was going on with Jeffrey Epstein and all these other elites. That's how Prince Andrew, became implicated before these files were released. And you see pictures of him in there, okay? I don't engage with this material personally. It's just the stuff I come across on Instagram and Facebook, okay? And I move on, and I also, every time I see it, I do declare that I don't participate in this ritual. Because what happens is when you see something like that, when you see a ritual and it freaks you out, it draws you in emotionally. Even if your emotional engagement with it is of the horror and disgust, you still need to make it clear that you do not participate. You don't recognize these people as representing you in any way, because a lot of these people are actually government leaders who have been voted into power by people. Therefore, whatever they do, essentially they're doing in your name if you voted for them or if they govern you, So you have to make it clear that you don't recognize these people and to call for their prosecution. And the problem that I saw that made me do that written post is that I see a lot of people engaging with this material in some sort of gratuitous way, where it's like they're almost enjoying the scandalous drama of it all, and that it's something that they can now, build a platform on and, get views on their shows and make money from and be like a sensation, And it's like, we need to focus on what's going on here, okay? This is horrific information that we've been shown about these people, many of whom are world leaders. We need to make it clear that we don't recognize these people. We need to call for their prosecution. We need to call for the victims to be compensated. We need to call for investigations of all these locations where these things have happened, okay? We need to disengage from the drama, okay? Which is the drama, because when you engage in drama, what are you doing? You're getting on the stage with the actors in this whole thing, okay? And therefore you are participating. By disengaging from the drama, we're saying that this does not represent us. We're not interested in this. This is not who we are. This is not what we're about here on planet Earth as human beings, okay? This is what it means, and it then starves them, because why are they releasing this? It's for us to have an emotional reaction so that they can suck our emotions. It's the same thing when you have a relationship with someone who's a codependent or a narcissist or some sort of other malignant personality disorder. They will do things to piss you off because your anger essentially feeds the evil that they have allowed to dwell in them. It's the same thing with these elites. We have to disengage. You can't have... I saw some podcast thumbnail of everyone like, oh my God, the Epstein Files, it's so bad. And it's like a sensationalized portrayal of their reaction to what's going on. Don't be sensational. Don't be dramatic about it. That's what they want you to do. You're energetically engaging with them. You're feeding them. Anything where people are diving into this thing, they have to be calling for an investigation. They have to be calling for people to be prosecuted and removed. And more than that, we also as humans need to start looking at how do we engage in the system and give these people the power and the feeling that they can get away with the stuff that they're doing. We have to. And we have to also start to create parallel and alternative systems to the ones that are running this world. Parallel economic, social, and political systems. This is what we are supposed to be doing in response to what has come out in the Epstein Files. Not getting sensational, not being all gratuitous about it, okay? Because it's very much like when you look at how people respond to celebrity tabloids, right? They sound like celebrity gossip. Some actor and actress are now getting divorced or something. These people literally get married so that they can get divorced. Some of them, it's literally part of their contract. Why? Because your energetic involvement with them is what feeds them. Okay, it's what gives them their star power. Okay, so, and also, why do humans do that? Why do we get involved with these things? It's because we feel somehow that by energetically engaging with them, even people as sordid as Jeffrey Epstein and all those other people who were there with him, we think that by engaging with these people energetically, we are somehow close to the power and the influence that they hold. Okay, we're not. Don't be illusioned. These people couldn't give a damn about you. Your favorite celebrity, you just feed them. That's all you do for them. You feed them. The moment you stop feeding them, they don't care about you. You're just another human being. Okay, so we need to, because I have been looking for insights on this, deep insight, and it's like we look at ourselves as human beings. When we behave like this, it's like we treat ourselves like we're a reflection in a mirror instead of a soul. We are a soul, you, me, we're living souls. We need to start treating ourselves like souls, where everything that we put our energy into becomes what we are. Okay, it affects the nature of our soul, and it affects our spiritual experience on this planet and beyond. Everything that you do here, you're going to take it with you. That's why Christ kept saying, don't worry about the material things, focus on your soul, because you take it with you to wherever you go. I don't know about heaven and hell. What are heaven and hell? They could be the same thing, just a different experience of it, or different dimensionalities of the same thing based on your perception, based on your spiritual experience. Okay, but my point is this: when we engage in these revelation of the method situations, in the way that these people want us to engage, which gives them more power over us, which makes us believe that what they do cannot be questioned, that they can never be removed from power. Because this is one of the things that they do. It's to basically show us we're so powerful, we can do the most ridiculously evil things, and y'all are just going to accept it because y'all are sheep and cattle and you can't do anything about it, So that's why I'm saying we need to disengage. When we engage in the drama, just like when you engage with a narcissist, all you're doing is feeding them. They don't have a conscience. They don't have empathy. Okay. These people are severely damaged human beings. They don't know how to think the way you think. There are even people who will say that some of these are not real humans. Some of these people don't have souls. Okay. So we're dealing with serious, deep, spiritual, and energetic issues here. And if we're going to pretend that this is just another day on planet Earth, then we're actually saying that this is what we accept about our existence and about our experience here on this planet. We need to disengage from these people, reject them, call for their removal for their persecution, and start to create alternative ways of doing things economically, politically, spiritually, morally, socially, rethink politics. Why is the political system the way it is? It's ridiculous. Why are community-based organizations not the conduits between the treasury and the society? Because what all politicians are actually are a conduit between the treasury and the society to give people what they need so that they can live, bulk infrastructure, etc., etc. So I honestly think that we need to really take this opportunity, and apply, like what I said before, the law of equal and opposite reactions, and use this energy, this negative energy, alchemize it and turn it into something positive to give us the energy and the trajectory in our trajectory towards a new world and a new way of doing things.